This one from Jordan Reed, tweeting this out. Last time teams drafted these positions in the first 2 rounds of the draft, Rams edge rusher was 2011, Steelers interior offensive lineman 2012, Chiefs tackle 2013, Niners cornerback 2014, Browns interior defensive line, so D tackles 2015. It's kind of interesting. So keep that in mind when you see these mock drafts that have the Browns projected to take defensive tackles. Haven't taken a defensive tackle almost 10 years, 9 years, 2015.
Danny Sheldon all the way back in the day,
Yikes.
That's yeah. I mean, it's what's more disappointing is he was probably the best of those 4 first-round picks they had in that 2-year span, if you think about it. So, but looking at this draft, obviously, I talked plenty about how good this defensive tackle class is. The Browns have really, I think, they've done a solid job of restocking this defensive tackle group with solid veterans behind Dalvin Tomlinson. I do think this is, if they were going to stay at 54, which I've said before, I would probably trade out of 54 and get an extra pick within that top 100 if possible, or that top 125 maybe. I would do it. But, if you're going to stay put, there's defensive tackles we're taking, especially, the guys on opposite ends of the game. Michael Hall from Ohio State, Chris Jenkins from Michigan. Either guy I think would be well worth the pick at 54, even though they're kind of very different types of defensive tackles. You want to keep adding that position. I've said 1,000 times that, I think that position is kind of a pseudo redshirt position where you don't want to expect too much out of those guys in the beginning. Maybe that's kind of why you don't go with those guys necessarily early. But I think those 2 guys in particular would be worth that, second round choice.